Chosen one, do you know how important it is to break generational curses in the bloodline you was born into? Let me explain. Let me give you a perspective on this, all right? Bear with me. All right, I'm going to tell you something that's very important. As a chosen one, now I did a video recently that talks about how chosen ones breaking generational curses is for leaders, right? But it goes deeper than that. We're talking about ancestral trauma, learned behaviors, things like incest, homosexuality. A lot of that stuff gets embedded in the gene pool genetically and was passed down from generations. So a lot of stuff that our ancestors went through and experienced, especially on those plantations, dealing with massa and they freaky deaky ways, that stuff got passed down. And as a chosen one of the bloodline, you're here to balance things out in the bloodline. Your mama couldn't do it, your daddy couldn't do it, even younger siblings couldn't do it if you have them, but you're the one that was sent here to rebalance things in the bloodline as well. There's many different purposes you have here as a chosen one, but one of the most important ones is rectifying or changing the genetic coding of certain behaviors, traumas. You had to bear it all and transmute it, right? You had to bear all of that and transmute it. You had to make changes within yourself. You couldn't go along with the corruptness that was going on in your family. The Most High wasn't going to allow that. You understand? Your purpose here is to clear out and change things that was learned throughout generations before you. I'm not sure how far back, maybe the 1700s, probably even before then, right? You had to change all of that ancestral lineage, corrupt behavior and traumas and stuff, and you had to take all of that and transmute it so that way the lineage that's going to come after you is going to be a whole lot better, and they're not going to have this genetic coding of weird behaviors like, sexual weird behaviors, narcissistic weird behaviors, things like that won't get passed down to them through you, because you're the one that's rewriting the genetic coding of your bloodline. You are reversing the corruption that has been embedded, because these people are smart. They know that when certain traumas and stuff that they've done, especially the black folks, they know that stuff was going to get passed down through the children and through the children's children. They know this. But the Most High sent you, who was strong enough to handle all that pain and suffering, to transmute it into something positive. This is why you had no choice to be a righteous person. You had no choice to live right. Even though you get attacked a lot. Why do you get attacked a lot? Because by you being here, you are reversing. You are clearing out a lot of corrupt behaviors, patterns that was passed down genetically. That is something to think about, y'all. That is powerful. And I don't know what kind of reward you get as a chosen one for dealing with that, but that's why your life has been so difficult, and that's why you're not so close to your family like that, because they have been corrupted because of the past trauma and learned behaviors that has been genetically passed down. They just perpetuated it generation after generation. It stops with you. You understand? All right, y'all. Something to think about. I love y'all.